Come on in.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, Mr. Kellogg?
Doing well. Here's my resume.
Oh, I see. Well, Mr. Kellogg, why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I grew up in this pretty small town. Um, my parents are very dedicated, hardworking people. My dad was a doctor, and so ever since I was a really young kid, he always taught me a lot about commitment and how I should be committed to the things that I say, with my word and such. And so that's always been something that stuck with me even through school. I've always been a very committed person, and I have a lot of drive. And when I commit to something, I really commit to it. I do it with all my heart. And I've always loved business, even since I was a little kid. Like there was a time where I actually bought like 24 pack of sodas and actually went and sold them at a basketball camp. So I've always been into selling. I was always the kid that was 13 and was so mad that he couldn't go get a job because I love making money and I love working. And so that's just a little bit about myself. I love working, and um, I'm also a business admin major with a concentration in entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to graduate from Oral Roberts University. I'm really excited. It's been a great ride, but yeah, I'm about a 4.0 student. I got 1B
Okay.
in one of my sophomore classes, but I'm a hard worker, and I set my eye on the prize and I go for it.
All right. Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your past job experience?
Yeah, I've worked at multiple different places. I worked early off. I worked at some, you know, you start like with small potatoes, So
Mm.
I worked in some restaurants. I worked at Applebee's for a little while, being a server, which actually taught me quite a lot. It taught me to learn a lot about selling to people, and just also meeting people just initially, like without knowing somebody. Your first, your when you first meet somebody, it's really important to make a good impression.
Right.
And so I feel like my job there really helped me a lot with that, and just to use humor as well, and win people over, and really just build relationships with people. I think that's one of the main things I learned in that job. You get a lot of regulars.
Mhm.
And that was a great job. But I actually, over this past summer, I worked an internship with a defense contractor called ITT Excelis, and I did some finance and some business development with them. I really enjoyed it. It was a 40 hour a week job. So
Mhm.
um, that was actually new to me. I hadn't worked 40 hours. I had worked quite a bit before that, but 40 hours a week. Um, it was it was actually exciting. It was a lot of fun because I love working, and so it was just an opportunity to kind of experience that for the first time.
Right.
And but yeah, it was definitely a challenge, but it was also I feel like it really helped me grow a lot.
Okay. Awesome. Um, I see that you're a Scythe representative or member. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I worked. I was a Scythe representative my sophomore year, and I worked with Let's Can Hunger, and we raised thousands of pounds of food. It was a very rewarding experience. It was very challenging. We had a lot of meetings, but it was one of those things where we kind of just all got together as a group, and we bounced ideas off each other. We even threw like a dance party kind of,
Mhm.
and we used that to raise money for people over in South Africa actually.
Okay.
So it was definitely a really good experience. I feel like it taught me a lot about just playing to other people's strengths. And I think that was really what we did well that year, was just playing to each other's strengths, and we really got a lot done. So.
Awesome. Okay. Can you tell me about some of your strengths, Mr. Keller?
Well, actually, I wanted to talk. Can I say something about Scythe? I forgot to mention.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, our Scythe team is at ORU is really strong. Last year, I think we were in the top. What was it? The top five, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a really strong Scythe
Oh,
team.
that's impressive.
That was at national level
Okay.
too. So, but anyway.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really impressive. And you were part of all that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome. Okay. Some strengths.
Okay, some strengths I have. I feel like I'm really good with interpersonal skills. I love meeting new people.
Mhm.
Uh, I love just learning about people. That's one of my favorite things.
Right.
And I'm a very hardworking person. I like to set my mind at something, and once I start working on something, I really like to finish that thing. You know. I'm also I'm also very I guess I'm kind of aggressive when it comes to work and stuff. I'm a competitor, I guess
Mhm.
you could say. Like I've always loved competitive sports growing up. Played a lot of different sports. Played basketball and soccer pretty much all through high school and before that.
Okay.
And so that's taught me a lot to be a winner, to fight for what you want. And so that's something I really strive for. So I think those are two of my strengths.
And if you have those strengths, what would be a weakness that you have?
I think one of my weaknesses would definitely be um, once I get my like kind of once I get my myself going. Like if I'm working on something, I really like to work all the way through that. And sometimes switching gears, like having to drop this and pick something else up, can be kind of painful for me.
Kind of
'Cause
multitasking.
I mean, I feel like I'm alright with multitasking,
Mhm.
but I guess it's just that desire. Like sometimes it's hard for me to like put something down because when I really want to work on that particular thing and switch over to something else. That's I guess in the past has been something that has been difficult for me because I really like work from like work start and work all the way through something.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to hear.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions for me, sir?
I guess I was really wondering, you know, how long you've been working for this organization, and like what is it about this organization that you love the most?
Okay. Well, I've been working with the organization for about 5 years,
Okay.
and what I've really come to love of this organization is the team unity that we have here, and it's really unique to this organization because, how do I put this? Everyone is really accepting of you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what background you come from, what you've done in the past, like where you've been. They're really accepting of us here. And the team, you just get into the team, and they almost become like family. Really, you work with them so much, you get to know them not only on a business level, but on a really personal level. And it's great because these are the guys they're going to be able to be lifelong friends.
Yeah.
So you're going to knock off and go down to the restaurant and have a bite to eat or whatever.
Yeah.
You go to get to the point where you go to his houses and you meet each of his kids. It's really
Sounds really
really
rewarding.
creative. It is. It's awesome
Yeah.
to know that the friends you make here at work. You get to work with your best friend every day, basically.
That's cool.
And that's one of the most important things I think at this job for me is just getting to know those people and really connecting with them on a personal level.
That's awesome. Because I mean, Oral Roberts University, we're not a huge school. We're
Mhm.
about, I think it's about 3,500
Okay.
students, but there's just a great community atmosphere. So I really value that
Right.
a lot in a company.
Okay.
A company with a strong, like a strong bond, I guess.
Mhm.
That's something I definitely look for. I noticed on your website that that was something that was mentioned as part of your company is you guys have a very tight knit,
Right.
and unity was one of your values,
Mhm.
and I really respect that, and that's one of the reasons why I was interested in your company initially. So I guess that's a little bit about me now.
All right, let's go. Well, thank you
All
very
right,
much
thank
for
you so
coming
much,
today.
sir.
You have a great day.
Appreciate it.